This player saw the worst of life. He couldn't walk until he was 4 years old, had a tough climb out of poverty, faced a lot of deceit from his own family, and almost died in a foreign country. Despite these challenges, he became a star in world football and a celebrated legend, at least for some clubs. This is the story of Emmanuel Adebayor. Emmanuel Adebayor was born on February 26, 1984 in Lomé, Togo. The son of Yoruba parents, Adebayor's early years were marked by extreme hardship. His family's living conditions were far from comfortable as they resided in an apartment that lacked basic amenities like electricity, water, and bathrooms. They had to make trips to the beach for something as simple as bathing, and this was just the tip of their daily struggles. Adebayor's childhood was challenging, particularly due to a severe health issue which made him unable to walk until the age of 4. This limitation cast a shadow on him and his early years, but it set the stage for a moment that sounds like it belongs in a Hollywood movie. His mother, determined and hopeful, sought cure after cure across Africa, but was continually met with disappointment. Doctors and healers alike had no solutions, offering only prayers as a potential remedy. The turning point came unexpectedly and very dramatically when he was lying in a church one Sunday morning when the usual sounds of children playing outside suddenly filled the air. Suddenly, a stray football rolled into the church, and in a moment that stunned everybody, Adebayor, who had never stood on his own, got up and ran towards the ball. This act of running to chase a soccer ball was his first step, literally and figuratively, towards overcoming his physical limitations.
And it's so easy!
The incident symbolized the beginning of his deep connection with football, a sport that would later define his life. Growing up poor in Togo, he found solace in playing football and started honing his skills at the Sporting Club de Lomé. His impressive play there caught the eye of scouts from Metz, who brought him to France in 1999. His first professional appearance was in Ligue 1 against Sochaux in November 2001, where Adebayor's talent quickly became apparent. After Metz were relegated, he continued to excel in Ligue 2, scoring 13 goals in 34 matches, which earned him a transfer to Monaco in 2003. At Monaco, he played in the UEFA Champions League, helping his team to reach the 2004 final, although they were defeated 3-0 by Porto. Emmanuel Adebayor's journey in the English Premier League began in January 2006, when Arsenal signed him from AS Monaco for a reported £3 million. His arrival at Arsenal was the start of a transformative period in his career, during which he would become one of the most notable strikers in the league. Upon joining Arsenal, Adebayor was relatively unknown to the English audience, but his physical presence and style of play quickly drew comparisons with Arsenal's former star, Kanu. Known for his physicality and skill, he quickly made a name by scoring on his debut against Birmingham City. Adebayor's ability to adapt to the English game saw him become Arsenal's leading striker, especially after Thierry Henry's departure. In the 2007-2008 season, he scored 30 goals across all competitions, leading Arsenal to third in the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League quarter-finals. His outstanding performances earned him a place in the PFA Team of the Year. It also earned him the African Player of the Year awards in 2007 and 2008. These accolades recognised his club achievements and his impact on the international stage, where he was instrumental in Togo's efforts during the Africa Cup of Nations and World Cup qualifiers. In 2009, Adebayor moved to Manchester City for around £25 million, making him one of the most high-profile signings at Manchester City and European football that summer. Adebayor's start at Manchester City was explosive. He scored in his debut against Blackburn Rovers and went on to score in his first 4 Premier League matches for City, a feat that included a dramatic and emotionally charged goal against his former club Arsenal. Adebayor's most notorious moment in a Manchester City shirt came on September 12, 2009, in a game against Arsenal. After scoring a third goal in a 4-2 victory, he ran the entire length of the pitch to celebrate in front of the visiting Arsenal fans. This act was seen as provocative, to say the least, given the circumstances of his departure from Arsenal, and it sparked a significant backlash both from fans and the media. The celebration led to an FA charge of improper conduct, for which Adebayor received a suspended 2-match ban and a fine. Aside from the controversies, his time at City also saw him facing increased competition from new star signings like Carlos Tevez, Mario Balotelli and Edin Dzeko, which eventually limited his playing time and led to loan spells at Real Madrid and Tottenham Hotspur. In 2011, Emmanuel Adebayor transferred to Tottenham Hotspur on a season-long loan from Manchester City, intensifying his already strained relations with Arsenal fans. At Tottenham, he excelled, becoming the top scorer with 17 Premier League goals in his first season, which helped to secure a permanent move in 2012. Although his subsequent time at Spurs was inconsistent due to form and fitness issues, he enjoyed a revival under manager Tim Sherwood in the 2013-2014 season. Adebayor's stint at Tottenham demonstrated his abilities and contributed to his complex English football legacy, which was filled with impressive performances and significant controversies. On the international scene, Adebayor has been a central figure for Togo's national football team, serving as captain and becoming the country's all-time top scorer. He helped to lead Togo to their first ever FIFA World Cup appearance in 2006 in Germany. One of the most traumatic events in Adebayor's career occurred during the Africa Cup of Nations in January 2010. As the Togo team travelled through the Angolan enclave of Cabinda en route to the tournament, their bus came under a gun attack by rebels. The attack resulted in the death of 3 people, including the team's assistant coach, the team spokesperson, and the bus driver, with several others injured. Adebayor was deeply affected by the incident, which prompted him and the Togo team to withdraw from the tournament. The attack led to his temporary retirement from international football, although he did later return to represent Togo in subsequent qualifying campaigns. After rising to fame and securing juicy contracts with clubs like Arsenal, Manchester City, and Tottenham Hotspur, Emmanuel Adebayor started making huge financial contributions to his family. He bought a $1.2 million house in East Legon for his sister and funded medical trips to London for his mother, alongside various business ventures, including a cookie business. Despite this support, he felt the businesses were mismanaged and his financial contributions unappreciated, leading to deepening family conflicts. In a public Facebook post in 2015, Adebayor expressed his frustration with his family's ingratitude and manipulation, especially with financial demands. He even accused his mother of using witchcraft against him, which he believed affected his gameplay. Additionally, he discovered that the house he bought for his sister was being rented out without his consent, exacerbating family tensions. Adebayor also detailed thefts by his family, including a cherished football jersey swapped with Marc-Vivien Foé, and a valuable necklace that he'd bought for his mother, both of which were stolen and sold by relatives. These personal and financial betrayals led to severe mental strain, driving Adebayor to thoughts of suicide. By going public, Adebayor aimed to set the record straight and alleviate some of the pressures from these family disputes, especially following the death of his brother Peter, whom he was deeply affected by. Adebayor's story is just another example of the challenges that come with success and the responsibilities that often accompany wealth. Emmanuel Adebayor continued his football career with several clubs across different countries after his peak years.
Adebayor! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant!
He joined Crystal Palace in the English Premier League on a short-term deal during the 2015-16 season. Following his time in England, Adebayor moved to the Turkish Super League, where he played for Istanbul Başakşehir. His performances in Turkey helped rejuvenate his career, leading to some memorable moments and plenty of goals during his tenure there. After Başakşehir, he briefly played for another Turkish club, Kayserispor, but his time there was short-lived. Later, Adebayor ventured to Paraguay to play for Club Olimpia in 2020, further adding to the diverse list of countries and leagues he experienced towards the end of his professional journey. Following his retirement, Adebayor has been involved in various activities, including attending football-related events and staying connected with the sport through interviews, sports analysis, and media appearances. His post-football life is focused on enjoying the results of his long and successful career while still being involved in the sport in a less intensive capacity. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more.